Hello everybody, good morning and welcome to the live stream today. Man, we are having quite the opening here in the stock market. We're honestly going all over the place right now, and the stock market seems very mixed, but mostly to the downside at the moment. There are a few stocks I'm watching like PLTR and Boeing to the upside. Look at Boeing here at market open. That blast to the upside is amazing. It's about to break pre-market highs. If we do, I think Boeing can go one hell of a lot higher. But we have to really keep up with this good momentum. So far, they're up 2.53%. I've seen Boeing have some crazy moves in the past, and they actually had some news with some big orders today, which was pretty cool to see. So Ryanair, it looks like they're buying at least 150 of Boeing 737 MAX jets. That is huge, guys. 150 of these, that's actually a pretty good contract. So that's good, and they're in the process of ramping up production of the plane too. Now, I know that these 737s, or more specifically this MAX line, has had a lot of problems with, just a couple crashes here and there, a few software problems. There's been some stuff like that kind of going on with Ryanair, and I feel like that Ryanair, either way, it's a pretty good contract. It says they're worth more than $20 billion at list prices, so they'll probably get a little bit of a discount, but I don't know, guys. I mean, that does seem pretty crazy, though, that they're going to have that many. They'll replace the older 737 Jets in Ryanair's fleet, so that's cool to see. Either way, though, the big thing is that the stock is flying up on the news with a ton of momentum. So let's see, we had a pretty big move up before this. We need to watch for maybe 205. Maybe is a big target today. Maybe even this resistance here coming up around 203.50 to 204 will end up holding up as well. Let's go see it on the book map really quick. All right, so far so good. Not really anything crazy yet. At 203, there was a little bit there, but we blasted through that momentarily. Seemed pretty good. Man, I love that move, though, with Boeing. I mean, that's just awesome. It's a lot better than going over to the other side of things and finding, like, Plug Power and watching him die, or PayPal. Poor PayPal, guys. I mean, this poor company just can't get going anymore. It's like Elon made them and then sold them a long time ago, and now they're just dying back off. Keep in mind, guys, for anybody who does not know the history of Elon Musk, one of the big things that he did in the beginning was make PayPal and sell it. That was one of the big things that really got him going monetarily off the bat. But keep in mind, this was a long time ago. I'm talking probably over 10, well, probably for sure over like 10 years ago or something. It was a long time. So, good to see there. But hey, good morning, Spacely, Ant, Juicy Mango, Mike, Sean, Rick, Keisha, Jamie, and Manny. Wow, thank you guys for joining up. Got a lot of talking here today. Go ahead and let me know what stock you guys are watching tonight in After Hours. There are a ton to cover, but I want to kind of feel out like what everybody's favorite is. So, we have Airbnb, Rivian, Oxy, Twilio, Affirm, Upstart, Win, Blink. We have a lot here on the list. I'm going to make a quick poll here. Which earnings play is your favorite tonight? All right, let's do it. We have, oh yeah, Airbnb's on the list. That's got to be on there. Rivian's got to be on there. I don't know if I want to put Oxy on the list or not. We'll do it. We'll do Oxy. And then as the fourth stock, we'll do other. All right, here we go, guys. Here is the poll. Check it out. Make some votes, and let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. If you don't like the one, if you don't like the ones listed, just comment below. Hey, Spacely, Christian, thanks for joining up. Hey, Christian, did you make any money last night on good old Palantir with the earnings? I know you've been killing it lately, so PLTR would be a fun one to see. Man, I know you were really getting into some of those calls last week. It was awesome, Christian. I'm sure you were into puts too. Just, man, that was cool to see you net that huge gain. Rivian, 12.5 calls here, $1.2 million. Someone put that much money into the 12 strike, or 12.5 strike, for January 17th, though, 2025. So they're getting Rivian for the long term. They're reporting earnings tonight. It's like, I don't know. How's Nikola? The scammers, how are they doing today? Let's see. Ooh, not the best. I mean, that's what you expect, scammers. Get out of here. I'm going to go back to a more respectful company, Rivian. Oh, boy. Oh, Christian didn't get Palantir this time. That's all right, Christian. Oh, good though. Hey, what was the one last week that you killed it on? Forgot. Was it Microsoft or was it Apple? Or was it both? Probably both of them. Not just last week, but overall. Yeah, Manny, PayPal really is getting spanked. Wow. It's had like this big slide off to the downside. Like it had that big initial move, then it consolidated. Now that we're getting the market open, though, we're going right back off. Baba is actually pretty good to the downside here. Man, SoFi's down too. Not good. Yeah, you got Microsoft and Apple. There we go. That's big. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, he probably was sticking with Apple and Microsoft just because they're so dang powerful. But Palantir had a good report. I love that report by Palantir. It was good to see. They are coming back a little bit now, though, which isn't the best. You know, DraftKings had a good report, too. They continued. I really hope that DraftKings can keep going as well. I love them, of course, as we all know. They're like my babies out there. Love the DraftKings. Redfin's trying to go up, Corner said. RDFN, let's check it out. Wow, I like this one. Right here at resistance, around $10.10. Kind of breaking above 10 and holding its ground today, which is great. So I hope that we can keep going up. You know, we broke 10.10 momentarily. We really need to see a bigger break than this, though. We're going to need to see some, closings above here on the 1 minute candle. Candles, like a couple closings here. Man, this is crazy, though. My watch list, all the growth stocks are right back off to the downside, like Beyond Meat, for example. Another big one selling off that has earnings this week. They're reporting earnings tomorrow and after hours. Tomorrow and after hours, they're reporting with Unity, Mara, Robinhood, the Trade Desk, and, of course, our good friends at Disney. I don't know, though. Disney's been pretty rough lately, guys. Not that the stock would do bad from this, but they've had those, like, lawsuits with the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis. Hey, if anybody can explain to me those lawsuits going on between Disney and Florida, let me know, because apparently they're suing him because well, I should say Disney's suing Ron DeSantis because it's pretty weird. Disney, I think, supported or didn't support the don't say gay thing or something like that. Don't shoot the messenger here. This is just the name of the bill. So I'm not trying to say anything, but it was very weird for me to see this lawsuit going on. And it's weird the way that they are arguing about stuff. And apparently DeSantis is like doing legislation against Disney. Like, for example, stuff with like land rights and etc. Things like that, or land purchasing, and there's a whole bunch of weird things apparently that they're doing. So it's going to be interesting. Christian says he's going to fire some Disney shares for earnings pop, though. I'm with you. I fired off on some shares yesterday, Christian. I love that. I think I actually fired them off while we were on the stream, didn't we? He goes, it don't matter. I just live in Florida. Just politics. Disney's bigger than that. Yeah, Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Christian. Like I said, I don't even think it's going to really affect the company. I just, I don't know. It's just one of those little lingering thoughts, you know, because other than that, I like them right now. They got rid of Bob Chapek. They got Bob Iger back in at Disney. Man, ever since that guy's taken over, their company's starting to look great again. Make Disney great again. That is funny, though. They fired the one guy, and then this other guy came back. Now they're starting to do a little bit better again. But they need to definitely, you know, get up from this lower range. They've had some pretty perfect bounces down here, so they need to hold this like 90 area and really get up. I'm hoping that they take longer than shorter to go up, but I don't think so. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Christian. All hype. That's really all it is. I guess just all hype. It's just hype for DeSantis. I'll be honest though, I don't think it's helping him too much. Most people who I talk to do not like that he's doing that. So I don't know. Interesting. Cornish is in Disney at 98.10. He says thanks to me. Yeah, I'll take it, Sean. Thank you. Yeah, well, that's awesome. My average price is $100.56, so we're in together. Christian, it better be at 1:15 in after hours tomorrow. It better be. I'm really hoping. I mean, the thing that worries me is that Netflix. Let's go look at their earnings because I don't think that they had anything too special with theirs. Let's look. So Netflix actually, they initially moved up, but then they pretty much fell down for the next couple weeks and just consolidated after their earnings. So in reality, I mean, Netflix didn't do the best. Disney is obviously different than Netflix in lots of ways, but I don't know. That does worry me that Netflix didn't do the best. 115 would be pretty darn good for this company. That would be awesome, Christian, I'll tell you. It's about time that, you know, we start to get back up, though. We've been consolidating for so long. It can definitely consolidate longer, though, as we've seen in the past during times of consolidation, but I'm with you. Well, I don't think it's going to tank. Did I say it was going to tank? No. I didn't say that. But I don't know about 115, my guy. That sounds, I sure hope, though, with all the shares and shit I've been buying, I sure hope to God it goes up. But, kind of like Palantir, you know, like it had a good report, but, like, it just didn't get up to, like, that recent high. Like, it had a good report, but I feel like, you know, it might continue up, though. Cool. SEAS is popping up on earnings, Cornish says. What is SeaWorld? Oh, wow. SeaWorld Entertainment. That gives me some hope. That definitely gives me lots of hope. I really got to see those streaming numbers come out good. That's the big thing here. Are we going to see those streaming numbers hit the mark? I think we will, though. I think we will. Says it'll bounce in AH and I'll sell. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you place some orders up there in after hours to sell, like, up high on Disney, like you said, maybe, you know, 110, 115, something like that. Let me go look at that, actually, on the hourly. Yeah, so maybe you, like, you know, maybe you just have, like, some sell orders around up here, just for, like, hypothetical. That'd be pretty good. Because then whenever it pops up in after hours, you just get filled, and then whenever it starts to come back down, you can get out of those shares. That's pretty good. Pretty good. As long as you get the fills. Yeah, it does screw the options, Christian. It does. Maybe get some Disney shares and sell some crazy covered calls tomorrow after they pop up. Sell some insane covered calls as the premiums are high as hell. That'd be pretty good. Honestly, that might be what I do, Christian. But I don't want to let go of my shares if it keeps going, so it's like, I better pick some good strikes after it pops, right? Better pick some good strikes, that's right. Plug power, though, wow. That sucks. Blink's actually reporting tonight. I was really hoping Blink would do a little bit better. How do you guys feel about Rivian and stuff? So let's see. 10 votes on the poll right here. 10 votes. 60% of you guys like Oxy is your favorite tonight. That's awesome. Glad to see that. Huh. I did not think you guys would be that interested in good old Oxy. I'm glad you guys are, though. That's cool. Yeah, Oxy's starting to move back. I actually really like Oxy. It's been one of my favorite stocks over the past couple years. But obviously, whenever it was on the crazy uptrend, it was awesome. I feel like now it's starting to get to the point of falling back over to the downside. It's all going to depend on what oil does, though. Like, if oil starts ripping back up to around 100 plus, then I think Oxy's going to do great. But it's just going to depend on how some of these meetings go with OPEC. I think there's actually a meeting with OPEC this week, for anybody wondering. So keep that in mind. That'll probably move Oxy fairly big this week a little bit as crude oil starts to go crazy. But Oxy's looking pretty good today. You know, getting some good momentum back. Has some good support down here, right around $58.60. Now, I'm not a magician when it comes to like oil and, you know, knowing the markets, you know, by any degree here. I'm definitely not like an oil expert or anything like that. But I know OPEC really influences the price. And another big thing with oil is that we're actually getting into the summer months right now again. So we're getting into May, June, July, August, September. These are the months of the year where there's so much car travel being done and people are getting out of the house and buying more and more gasoline. So, you know, like oil and a lot of those commodities, especially things like that are influenced by seasons. Like, for example, like corn, right? Like corn on the cob. Like, mainly people are buying corn on the cob, like, in the summertime. You know, just generally. Now, I get it. People eat corn in the winter. But it's mainly a summertime deal. And same thing goes for, like, watermelons in some cases. And other things, you know, obviously like soybeans, like they grow better in different climates in different parts of the year. So there's lots of things that are influenced by the seasons. Oil is one of those, especially because of the travel and everything like that. I've noticed that it seems like the prices of oil seem like they like to go up for the summertime because people love, well, people don't love, but the oil companies and countries that make oil, like Russia, Saudi Arabia, even us, we like it when oil goes up a little bit in the summer because it profits those companies a little bit more. So I feel like oil's actually at a pretty good low right now. It's starting to like double bottom right around 65. It kind of seems like, you know, it's in that big area where there's just been so much support over the past few years. It's just like at that point where you're like, man, I have to almost get this thing to the upside. Now, this is obviously crude oil, so this wouldn't be something that you'd be able to really get, but maybe something like Oxy back up, or even better, maybe something like GUSH. As we start to go on the uptrend, maybe follow some of the momentum and catch some big runs on GUSH. This thing can have some insane moves. Like, let's just see this little uptrend from like the middle of March to the middle of April was like a nice like 38 to 40% pop in just like a few days there. And that's just the crude oil 2X ETF. So keep your eyes on crude. You know, it could be a fun one as the next few days occur as well. I noticed on the economic calendar front that it's actually on here. So, yeah, OPEC monthly report on Thursday. So watch out for that. That could be pretty big. I know OPEC also has meetings other times, and let me see if we can maybe figure that out. OPEC meeting. OPEC meetings. Perfect. What? July 5th and 6th? Oh, that can't be right. There's got to be more than that. Here we go. There's one on April 3rd. OPEC meeting May. Let's see. Maybe there won't be one. Ah, here we go. Here we go. May 11th, monthly report. That's what I thought. Okay. So keep your eyes out for that on May 11th, for sure. I knew it was coming up this week, so yeah, we're right. On Thursday, watch out. That's going to be a pretty big event for oil, I think. So keep your eyes on that. And hey, we actually haven't talked about the SPY in a long while here today. Sean says, come on down, NVIDIA. I'm with you, Sean. I think NVIDIA needs to start coming down a little bit, but it just keeps going and going and going. It's almost like it just never stops. It just keeps on running, and hey, I don't mind it, right? It's literally like Jordan Belfort from like The Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!
Good old Jordan. He said he ain't leaving, and I'll tell you what, NVIDIA ain't leaving either. Just keeps running. It's a powerhouse, though. You know, this is one of the bigger stocks for the future. I think that they deserve the powerhouse status that they've been given. At least I'm giving them powerhouse status to me. This stock is going to be insane, I think, as the years go forward. Going to have some insane growth. I know it's already had some insane growth, but it can have plenty more, I think. It has plenty in the tank for the future. Big graphics card company, obviously. For anybody who doesn't know, that's huge for AI out there. Make AI with those graphics cards. Try to declutter the chart. There we go. Looking a little bit better there. Man, this stock is just so overextended. Like, when I sit here and I look at it, it's just like a rocket ship. It's like watching AMC in its heyday. Really, it's what it feels like. Good old Boeing. Are we holding up at all today? There we go. Starting to come down a little bit, but I'd say we're holding up pretty good. Still staying above 200 in a pretty good way. Christian says, I see a sideways till they dump the debt ceiling. Or till they bump the debt ceiling. After hours, then we get CPI pop. Hey, I'm kind of with you, Christian, to be honest. I can see the market probably consolidating a lot and doing that. Yeah. A lot of chop. By sideways, we'll still get a little movement, of course, but, you know, still be a lot of opportunities up and down, but we'll probably stay, like, somewhere up around, like, 405 to 410 or 404 to 410, maybe something in this range. Or I think at least, Christian, I think that we'll hold this trend line here. I think that we'll at least hold the trend line on the daily, which I've been loving this lower trend line, guys. This trend line is awesome on the SPY. There's the first hit here on the way back up, and it lines up perfectly with the other trend line bounces that we've had. There's been so many. And then we finally got the awesome breakout right here, which was also perfect. You know, the way it hit, fell down for 2 days, came back up, tested it again, and then blasted. I mean, that was picture perfect almost. Then the SPY got that bounce again there, right on the level again. Pretty good. So I feel like we might also go sideways, slightly down, and then hit the trend line, maybe start to go back up a little bit, you know, in a couple months, maybe towards July, something like that. When's that next meeting? The middle of June, I think. You get my Fed Watch tool, they always tell you. Fed Watch tool, 36 days. That's funny. June 14th. Okay, middle of June, yeah. Look at that, they're pricing in an 83.4% chance of the Feds pausing the rate hike. So that's pretty big, guys. I mean, that's a pretty big percentage here. There's going to have to be some crazy inflation numbers this week to swing us back, you know, towards 50% plus on the 25 basis point side. That's going to have to be a pretty big swing, so wow. Yeah, I love that movie too, Manny. I love it. I love it. My favorites. Good old Wolf of Wall Street. You can't go wrong with it, right? Can't go wrong with it. But yeah, the SPY on that long-term trend line here is pretty good. You know, we're going to be going out to that meeting in June. We have that inflation rate Wednesday, which is going to maybe send us into all types of a frenzy. So keep your eyes on that, guys. Tomorrow morning, 1 hour before the market opens, we better watch out because it's going to be a volatile pre-market probably with that inflation rate. Like Christian said, probably flatter movement more than anything, but keep in mind, like, you know, on a daily level, flat is still pretty good price action. You know, still a lot of up and down movement, just flat on a daily level. If that makes sense. Let's see what we got here today. Looking at some stuff in the background here real quick, guys. Looking at a lot of market news, trying to find something cool for us here today. Hey, you know what? How are those marijuana stocks? How are my guys? Ooh, Tilray. Tilray is still approaching the highs. I like it. Come on, Tilray, get higher. Tilray needs to go up to $4.20. I think that's where we need to go. Yeah, this is looking good for Tilray right now, guys. Oh my gosh. Tilray breaking. Come on, Tilray. Let's go. Break 280 for us. Break it. Go. Come on. Get up through there. Don't freeze. No freeze. Just keep going. That's weird, guys. Did Tilray just halt? Yo, did Tilray halt? Or is my stuff frozen? I don't think that they're halted. I'm like pretty sure. Yeah, they're not halted. They're not halted. This is just not. They just were really stuck here. I mean, there's volume coming in as we speak, so I mean, it's not like there's nothing going on. Man, there's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of confliction here at this resistance at 280, guys. Oof. Come on, Tilray. Get up through there. I won't even open that up on the book map, to be honest. We're going to take Boeing off the book map. Put on Tilray. Gotta love that Tilray. Oh, I can't add any more. Damn, I'm gonna have to. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna have to refresh this real quick. It's been a little while since I updated it. Exit out and come back in. Man, that $2.80 level is huge. Still holding up here. Man, Tilray just not what we want. Yeah, the Netflix play was pretty good, Christian. Yeah, I was loving that one too. Good old Netflix. Right above 332.50 there. And Netflix was really consolidating a lot. Love that one today. Kind of expected it up to like maybe 336, something like that. Pretty good move though. Pretty good one. I forgot about it at open, but pretty good besides that. Not that I forgot, just so busy looking at so many different things. Yeah, we need Tilray to get up. Ant says he bought a little bit of Tilray shares, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, Ant, that's awesome. I love Tilray. I think it's going to be fun for the next few months to, see how Tilray plays out. It's going to be a fun one out here. Come on, Tilray, just get up through there. Yeah, Netflix would be up like 50% right now, man. Figures, right? Move just had to happen so quick. And yeah, Nvidia does need to sell off, doesn't it? NVDA, man. Starting to get down today, though. Check out Nvidia puts. That might be a pretty good one for the next day or so. Could be a pretty good one. Yeah, they're not halted, Ant. Thank God. It was just stuck. If that was halted, I thought maybe like some news was pending or something. I was going to be like jumping up and down. How's one of my marijuana stocks again? PLNHF. Not doing the best here today. I really like this one too, guys. Planet 13. It's right around all-time lows, which is a big support. It's only 70 cents, and this stock really does blast up. If you guys haven't ever heard of Planet 13, it's so cheap. I suggest just adding a little bit onto your portfolio just because of how cheap it is. I feel like it's that worth it. Is that worth it? All right, hang on here, guys. Let me see here. I'm not going to be using any of those. Sorry about that. Had to do a quick update on the book map there. Yeah, I hadn't closed mine in a couple weeks. So, I actually never turn my computer off. I don't know if I should tell you guys that or not, but I like never turn it off. A lot of people, they're always like, well, how do you not turn it off at nighttime? How is it not blown up? These things are actually like made to run like all the time. So the more that they're running, I've found the better. The more that they have to get hot, then cold, hot, then cold, hot, then cold, that's a little bit worse. Keeping them at just like a smooth temp all the time is kind of like really what you want. It's like, they're made to operate under temps all the time. I guess there is that always a chance like it could catch on fire or something went really bad, but I don't know. Hang on, guys. Give me like 1 second, really, really quick here. Thought I heard something here. What the hell's going on? I'll be right back. All right, we are good to go, guys. It's all good. Oh, man, someone came home and I was not expecting anyone to be home. That's funny. I got freaked out for a second. Keisha goes, I thought I was also the only one that leaves their computer on. Yeah, see, it's not that crazy, I don't think. Not that crazy, right? Can't be. But hey, if you guys are enjoying the stream, smash that like button and don't forget to vote in the poll either. That'll be awesome to see what you guys vote for here. Oxy's really winning the way. I'm surprised. I was not expecting so many people to vote for Oxy. We'll go over it a little bit more, you know, if people more people vote for it here over the next few minutes or so. It'll be fun. But yeah, that SPY is actually starting to tip over just a little bit right now. Let's go see how good old Boeing's doing here. You know, they've been trying to run back up today. They're having a little bit of problems, though, with the way, obviously, they popped up a lot in pre-market with that good news. Now they're coming back down. This is exactly what I thought would happen with Palantir. Let's go. Tilray rejecting right at resistance, darn it. And that's what I wanted to add on here was Tilray, right? Good old Tilray. Subscribe. How does Tilray look? Let's see. SPY, Apple, Tesla. Guess we'll put Microsoft ahead of Tesla. Nvidia, AMD, Amazon. Good old Tilray. Here we are. Yeah, so 280 was a pretty big level on the book map for Tilray. And the price action is just so slow on Tilray right now. Compared to something like Tesla, for example, it's just so slow. Tesla's getting so much volume and jumpy action coming in. Palantir going to 10, Cal-ass. Let's see. PLTR, 10 bucks. Yeah, I'll tell you, I think that it can hit 10. I think that there's definitely a big chance it can hit $10 sometime soon. If not today, maybe actually tomorrow. You know, Palantir is one of those huge stocks in the market. It gets a ton of momentum. And you know what I really like about the setup right now anyways is that we had this big dip down. For example, if we were opening up like right here, I'd be a little bit worried, you know, just for the sake of that. There's got to be a little pullback coming in when you're up this much. So I do like that we already pulled back a lot. I feel like maybe as today goes, we'll start to extend back up to around 10. Do I really see us breaking above 10 today? Not really at this point. I don't see us really getting above there today. Maybe tomorrow if something changes, but I do see a bit of an extension back towards there, at least a little bit, as the day goes. I wouldn't think that we just, you know, sell back off to where we were yesterday. I mean, that would suck. I wouldn't want to see that. But it could happen. I don't think it really will. Hopefully the market can start to become a little bit positive today and, you know, push us up. So far today, it's been honestly pretty down in the dumps for a lot of stocks. Like, I'll just go across my like watch list here. Teladoc's down. Coinbase is down. Alibaba's down. Qualcomm's down like 1% and getting worse. PayPal really screwed us. I mean, real bad. Look at that one. Plug's falling. Oh, Blink's falling ahead of their earnings coming up tonight. Enphase down, of course. Snapchat's down. Our friends at Tesla are down. Elon's pissed. Elon had that little event last night. I forgot to check it out again. We were doing so much stuff with Stocked Up last night. I did not even get to watch Elon's video, but they apparently had a video with like one of their lithium factories. Honestly, it sounded really cool. I want to go watch it, but it definitely didn't help the stock, I'll tell you that. Hopefully, it makes me like it for the longer term, though. RCL is not continuing up with that momentum from yesterday. Bank of America is also down. It's just like every stock I look at today is like down in the dumps, like I said. There's only a select few on my watch list that are really getting some good momentum. And actually, GLD is one of them. Maybe some fears coming back in today. But a lot of safe havens, you know, like GLD, McDonald's, Target, CVS. I know that might not be a safe haven, but what else is on here? Snowflake, Netflix again, moving pretty good. Besides those, it's like the whole rest of the market's doing pretty bad. Whew. Manny says right around 9:30. That Palantir? Yeah, oh yeah. Well, that's the big area on the book map, isn't it, Manny? Yeah. Manny, if you said something else, the only message I saw today was right at around 9:30, so I don't know. Just let me know if that's what you meant. Any Tesla event is never good, Christian says. He goes, and I'm in it. Yeah. Only sometimes, right? Only sometimes. I think the only time it was a good event, I remember a long time ago, Elon had an event where he I think he announced like the new Roadster. And whenever he announced that, now keep in mind this was a long time ago, like 2020 or maybe a little bit earlier, maybe slightly later. But it was like during one of those big booms with Tesla stock. Like if we go to the daily chart here, yeah, like sometime during like 2020 or 2021, I think. He had an event with like with what's it called now? Got too many damn cars. The Roadster. With the Roadster, he unveiled that new Roadster, and the stock went insane for a few minutes, or for a few months, obviously, and then started coming back a little bit more to reality. Then they had that Battery Day event. Oh my gosh, that was a disaster. I'll never forget that one, Christian. That was one of the most hyped up events I ever seen, and it just got totally destroyed. Got totally destroyed. He goes, when they announced the 5-to-1 split, it was gold, but that's not an event. Yeah. Yeah, it's not an event, really. But it's not an event, but it is a big deal for the company, though. It's definitely a big piece of news. But I feel you. I'm with you there. Yeah, there's that one split. Second split, 3-to-1. I know it went crazy for a little while there. It died off and then started coming right back in 2020. Just like everything else. I know so many people who banked on this one. Ooh, good old Tessie, though. Gotta love him, right? Let's go to that 5-minute chart. Maybe see him fall off to the downside there. Probably having a pretty rough day for him. Go to the SPY real quick. Let's also falling down. If we get under 410.50, that might be a pretty good area to short here. It's a pretty big support. Just keep in mind, anywhere like 410, you might want to just wait for a break below 410. There was that big wick from a couple days ago on Friday. Acted a little bit weird for us there. PYPL, let's see. Still selling off, guys. Just isn't stopping. How much it's down now? 11.1%. That's rough. Plug's also down 12%, so Lucid's down with their earnings last night that were bad. We have Rivian reporting earnings tonight. I wonder if we can like front run some puts. Now I will say this, guys. I like Rivian way more than I like Lucid. Okay, now I like both the cars. I think they're cool, but I think that Rivian will do better, you know, as like time goes forward. Good old Rivian. They had the R1T truck and all that stuff. Lucid's still kind of to me. Almost no cheap vehicles. I'm not saying Rivians are cheap, but I don't know. Lucids are pretty rough, I think, on the price. They're all rough, though, to be honest. Sounds good, Manny. Yeah, all I saw was you said like right around 9:30, and I was like, what? But yeah, 9:30 is a big level here. I kept seeing your posts in Discord, Manny. Saw you posting up in there. Wow. It's really trying to. Just stuck here today, though. We're just stuck. We have 14 votes in the poll, and 57% of you guys said you'd like to see Oxy. That's actually really surprising to me. That's crazy. I don't know why that's crazy to me, but it is. Good old Oxy. Let's go check it out again here. Starting to move back to the upside. These oil stocks have had some pretty good earnings, I think, over the past few times. I don't know exactly what Oxy did the last time that they reported, but on like an overall basis, I think that they're actually pretty good as far as you know, earnings are set to go. These oil companies are, as we know, crazy out there. I sure hope that they don't start falling off, but at some point, I feel like that these oil stocks just have to pull back. I mean, at least more than they have, right? How big is this pullback, though? I guess it's pretty significant, to be honest. Let's see. 22%, I mean, pretty good. But considering how much they're up from lows here, I don't know. Let's see. From the low, 750%. Oh my gosh. That's insane. 750%, guys. Wow. Can't believe I'm hearing that. Not like that was that long ago. That was just from 2020. Whenever oil had that big drop. Do you guys remember that? The oil futures actually went negative. It was kind of funny. Look at this. If we go to the crude oil futures here. Now keep in mind it was a little bit weird because it's a little bit complicated, so I'm not going to like overdo it for anybody who doesn't really know futures too much, but in the gist of things, there's contracts that expire. So like for example, like with crude oil, you can trade a few different contract months. So like right now, people will probably be trading like the May contract month, right? And then next month the June one, or then in a couple months, you know, maybe August or whatever. Like whatever it is. And with oil, it got to a thing where like the contracts were expiring and then the new contracts were starting up. So like as the contracts expired, like something like really weird happened where there was something weird where the market, I forgot exactly what the word is for it, but it actually ended up sending oil negative for a little while, which in theory would make it where you're getting paid money to buy oil. Like, to be honest, but you know, that keep in mind these were contracts and it was only for like a couple days till that expiration, so we got to keep that in mind too. They get a little bit complicated, not gonna lie, you know. It's pretty pretty tough in the futures market there with how that works. Especially during that situation. It was just such a weird situation with the oil. Definitely like a one-off thing. Like, it's not something that happens all the time. I don't know if that had ever happened before. Maybe, but how's AMD and Nvidia are buddies over there? Ooh, Palantir's breaking out, guys. Right as I went to switch, it actually just started breaking. There we go. Broke a little bit. Come on, Palantir, let's go. That should mean some momentum's coming in, I hope. Keep turning back over to the upside there. Man, Nvidia is looking pretty decent here, to be honest. Come on, Nvidia, keep selling down for us. Yeah, it's awesome, Manny, isn't it? That's badass to see. And SPY has like a low of day down there. Come on, SPY. Let's push back over. I think the SPY needs to start to get back down, to be honest. I think we're gonna probably fall back off, unfortunately. Disney starting to look hot here, Christian. Uh-oh, Christian, is this buy the dip time? Uh-oh. It might be buying the dip time. That's good. Pretty funny. Buy the dip. Alright, guys, had to go throw one of my empty bottles away real quick. Whew. Let's see. It's a good move back, though. I know Christian's always buying the dip. Alright, Palantir. Let's go. Man, Palantir really powering now. Nvidia powering as well. Come on, Nvidia, let's go. Come on, let's go. Need some puts today, guys. Need some puts here. You know what we really need is those marijuana stocks to keep going. I don't know if you guys are following the situation at all, but there was some pretty good news last night. Let me see if I can get it up here. It's on like the marijuana movement. Here it is. Apparently over the weekend, Chuck Schumer said that marijuana banking bill will go to the Senate floor, which is good. But there's going to be other stuff attached, so I don't know. I didn't even think about that yesterday when I read that. There's going to be social justice attached? Oh. Not that I'm against social justice, but now I'm scared it's not going to pass. You know, if you attach all these things to it, you're going to make people not want to vote for it. Because people don't want to vote for that other stuff, you know? People just want the marijuana. I mean, why do we got to add all this other stuff in? But maybe it'll just be, yeah, see, like, repair the harms of the drug war. See, like, that's fine. And I hope that Congress doesn't vote against it because of that, but I'm a little bit worried that might scare some of them off now. Which I sure to God hope it doesn't. Hope they stay on track with this. I feel like I feel like both sides should be pretty good on this. I've noticed a lot of the older Congress people, obviously, are the ones who are mainly against it, I've seen. Not that that's all the cases, but, you know, mainly that's what I've noticed. Wow, Brian Mast, introduced legislation last month to protect the Second Amendment rights of people who use marijuana in legal states, allowing them to purchase and possess firearms that they're currently prohibited from having under federal law. Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but I definitely knew this one. If you buy marijuana for recreational or medical purposes, you're actually not allowed to own a firearm. I don't know if you guys knew that. That's why they ask you whenever you buy a firearm on the list. They're like, "Do you smoke drugs or whatever?" And you always put no, of course. But well, you put no if you don't do it, right? But it's they always ask you on there. It's funny. I wonder what happened if you put yes. They'd probably like deny you like right away. Big fat denied. Access denied. And then they'd probably mark you down to like never give you it again because you like because you put yes that one time. That would be kind of bad. Oh yeah, Mike, we did. Yeah, we raised prices. We posted it all over Discord like 80 times that we were going to raise them last night, and yeah, we did raise the prices. So let's go check out what it is right now. Here we go. You click start now. Went up to $149 a month, $797 a year. So the monthly went up a little bit. I think like 20 bucks a month. Something like that. And the first month coupon's gone as well, so no more first month coupon for now. But yeah, that's what went on, Mike. Did change, it did. We put it here, let me get to the Discord really quick. I posted it in the announcements channel like 2 times yesterday. We did the day trading channel a couple times too. Did it at like 11 p.m., 8 p.m. Yeah, we were firing it out. Hey, Manny, look who this guy is. Look, it's even Cornish, guys. Cornish said, let's go Dash. Let's go see it. D-A-S-H, DoorDash. Hell yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't even realize these guys were retesting highs here. Recent highs. Pretty good. Like that. Palantir, though, guys, starting to still extend up. Looking even better. Better. Spy starting to come up, too. Dang it, Spy. Boeing. Nvidia just broke down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No good. No good, guys. I'm gonna go back real quick to put my Discord on the other screen. Man, he said he's all paid up, making money today with Nvidia call out. Almost paid for 3 months today. Manny, that's awesome. Almost paid for 3 whole months. Wow, with one play. That's awesome, Manny. Love to hear that. That's actually awesome. Yeah, Manny's locked in at those low prices. Locked in. Love to see it. Yeah, a lot of people were buying yesterday ahead of, the prices going up. So it's good to see people get locked in low. Especially on that yearly. The yearly really saves you guys a lot of money. Like, seriously. If you guys do the math here, let's just go back to stocked up real quick. Like, let's just do the math. You guys can upgrade anytime too. I'll send you a link if you guys want. So like let's just say it's 149 times 12. You're looking at $1,700 a year, guys, or you could just get the yearly. You could get the yearly for $797 and call it all good. You're talking about saving an insane amount of money. Like You're saving 700 or 800 bucks almost. You know, 600 or 700 bucks by getting the yearly. So keep that in mind. Yeah, Manny. Manny's got the yearly. He knows. Jamie's in the yearly too, guys. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome to get locked in at yearly. Here, I'll actually get you get a little link here real quick. Throw it in the chat. Anybody wants to check it out. The yearly's the same price right now, so you'll be getting it for the same if you get the yearly. The links real quick. A ton of links here. Got so many tabs open, I like can't find my my YouTube. There we go. Threw it in the chat though. If you guys want to check it out, just click that link. It'll bring this page up for you. You can just click start now and then do the yearly, of course, to save a ton of money. Save a ton. All right, so I've been waiting a little bit while. You know, I started going over one of my favorite marijuana plays a little bit ago, and I kind of want to go over it again because I got a little bit distracted. I think, you know, PLTR, something like that, started distracting me for a second. I really want to talk about Planet 13 again. You know, this stock, I love this one, guys. If you guys have been on the stream for a little while, you know, I've talked about this one as being one of my favorite marijuana stocks out there. You go look at their company overall, and you look at the images and everything like that. This place is like the Walmart for marijuana. Like, look at the size and scope of this building here. Like, this is just insane to see something this big just dedicated all for like the purchasing and processing of marijuana. Now, it's not that crazy to see something this big, but it's crazy to have like an actual walk-in Walmart type of store for this. This is like I think they said the biggest dispensary in the world. Look, world's largest dispensary, as, you know, per them. I didn't say that, you know, I saw it on their website, so. But it's really cool. It's a pretty interesting place. I've never been there. I saw the outside of it a ton of times. I would love to go inside, but it was always so crowded. I was like, hell no, I'm not going in there. But it's kind of a cool thing, you know, if you're down to like wait in the line. See, though, it's kind of like this, so it's kind of like a little bit crowded, kind of for me. Not all about that, but pretty crazy. Called the Cannabis Superstore, and they actually opened up more locations. So Planet 13, new locations. Let's see. Or they're opening some anyways. I know that. Look at that, they're doing a Port Orange one. 3 other locations planned in Florida are Jacksonville, Tampa, and Jacksonville and Tampa. I don't even know what Osala or Ocala or something. What the? Look at that, the largest cannabis entertainment complex on planet Earth. So what I really like about this is that it's not just like that they're a company that grows the weed, right? This is a cannabis entertainment company, guys. Like, this could transform into so many things. Like, Planet 13 could start opening up restaurants across the world where you smoke weed at the restaurants or something. You know, I mean, just there's all types of ways you could, you know, you would think they might be able to go, but PLTR move. But yeah, I'm done with my rant about my marijuana stock. If you guys have any marijuana stocks you really like, let me know. You know, I also really like Tilray. I think that one's great. MSOS is fantastic. It's a US cannabis ETF. One of my favorite ones out there. Just has a bunch of cannabis stocks in it. Let's go look at their holdings, because that'll probably be what we want to see. I know there's like GROW and tons of stocks like that. Let's see what we got. Top 10 holdings. Okay. TTTXX. Then True Leaf Cannabis Corp. Urban Grow. Grow generate GRWG. That was the weird one I was trying to think of earlier. GRWG. Grow generation. That one's pretty good. How's ACB? Is that how's CGC? Yeah, those ones suck. Make sure if you get one of these, you get an American company, guys. Do not buy a Canadian marijuana stock. Please, for the love of God. Please don't. But yeah, I'm really looking for Tilray here to get up above 280. This recent resistance looking good. Go check Palantir though. It started breaking for a second. Now it's right back down, Manny. What's going on? My bad, guys. I was drinking my Kool-Aid Jammer. I bought my girlfriend some of these because I thought she'd like them. And then she tells me, she's like, I don't even think I can drink those. I'm like, what do you mean? Because apparently since she's pregnant, there's like something in here that's bad or something. Little did I know. Man, SPY is starting to sell over hard here. That move down SPY is rough. How's Nvidia here today? The NVDA. Man, still going down. Looking good. Starting to come back up a little bit now, but that was fantastic for a few minutes there. Glad to see it. Yeah, I moved out on Palantir. I saw you posting about it. I like seeing huge areas where they have like more people. Tilray. 280 resistance on Tilray seems like it's holding up hard today. Really hard, but wow. Hey, thank you guys for joining up today, though. I appreciate you. It's been a pretty good live stream. You know, we've had a lot of good possible momentum plays to the upside. Netflix is looking good to the upside, too. I have a lot of fantastic setups in the works here. Make sure you check out that yearly subscription if you guys want to save a lot of money on stat modeling. The yearly is honestly the best deal. You know, like I said, you're going to save like $600 or $700. So it's a pretty good one. But other than that, thank you, Manny, Mike Chang, Jamie, Christian, Cal, Ant. Scrolling through. Saram, appreciate you. He said ZS had good momentum. I missed that earlier, that Z-scaler. Oh, wow, they really did. I wish I wouldn't have missed your message. Sorry about that, Saram. Spacely, Juicy Mango, Ant. Let's end the poll real quick. Oxy definitely won. You guys called that as your favorites. Juicy Mango, Rick McQueen, Jamie. Appreciate each and every one of you guys, and thank you to all the lurkers out there as well. All the lurkers, thanks for being here. Thanks for, you know, I know it's hard to sometimes talk and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you got a good play or something out of the stream. One last play I'm going to leave you guys with is UUUU and CCJ. The two uranium stocks are starting to pop up right now in a pretty big way. Looking good. Yeah, it's looking good there for those two stocks. But other than that, guys, have a fantastic rest of your day and have a great weekend. Have a great week. Sorry. A great weekend. That's funny.